it was unimportant, but I said, hey, I'm going to go to 7-Eleven and get some smokes. And he very insistently said, no, you're not. I'm like, yeah, I am. He says, I bet you don't. I'm like, the fuck does it? I'm going to 7-Eleven to get some smokes. Now, the funny thing is, where I live is equal distance to 3 different 7-Elevens. So the whole thing was silly. I said, I'm going to 7-Eleven. He says, I bet you don't. I'm like, well, why don't you go and see if I'm there? He says, I will, and you won't. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go. And I recorded this real quick, pretending to look for him, knowing, gosh darn well, he's not coming to 7-Eleven. But I told him if I saw him, I'd give him I forgot how much money he asked for. They were teasing me about how much I super chat people. And I said, if I see you, I'll give you $20 cash or whatever the amount was. No, you won't. I'm like, sure, I'm going 7. And then I went 7. I quickly posted. I said, see, I was there. You weren't. It was just silliness, but he seemed to really be affected by this. It's 8:29. Okay, I'm not late. Looking for Spider Dog. Spider Dog, you here? Sometimes hangs out behind the 7-Eleven. Spider Dog? No, I don't see him. Spider Dog, where are you? Spider Dog? Wake up, Spider Dog.
Oh, what's up, Spider Dog? Uh-oh. Hey, Spider Dog, I would be careful. Again, Spider Dog, life's about choices.
So fuck you, Spider Dog.
He does it because he thinks it's all about him. It's just,
Right. Dog, how many subs you got, you fucking retard? Weird, creepy Spider Dog.
Can I get a round of super chats for Spider Dog, please?
Spider Dog.
Spider Dog? Spider Dog.
Spider Dog.
Well, Spider Dog, I mean, women can be emotional creatures, and, and that's okay.
I heard this is where the gay party was at.
This is a self-obsession thing. He recorded a whole bunch of different people saying his screen name. And he's like, oh, I just love hearing my screen name. Okay, we get it, Spider Dog.
Oh, my Lord. Hello, Spider Dog.
It's Spider Epsiler. What's up, Spider Epsiler?
You, Spider Dog.
Spider Dog. Look at Spider Dog. Oh, Spider Dog. Spider Dog came in to help out.
And Spider Dog. The most leg-humping spider in the universe. Are you a 7-year-old girl? I don't know who you are asking, but Spider Dog is always looking for 7-year-old girls. He's one of those PDF files. Shame on you, man. Hey, Spider Dog, go for women your own age.
Hi, Spider Dog.
Same with Spider Dog.
Spider Dog's in the house, Spider Dog. Yes, Spider Dog. Hey, Spider Dog.
Spider Dog, you're a dork.
Spider Dog, you got dunked on by an 80-year-old lady in a walker. Hey, listen, Spider Dog.
Spider Dog.
Spider Dog. Spider Dog, happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, Spider Dog was...
Spider Dog. Look at how awesome Spider Dog is.
Spider Dog's one of my favorites.
Fucking A, Spider Dog!
I may be wrong, but to the best of my recollection, I did not call you a PDF file.
Go away, Spider Dog. Spider Dog.
Spider Dog and I would make great friends.
Welcome back, Spider Dog. Spider Dog right there. Spider Dog.
Spider Dog, you cause trouble all over the interweb.
Hey, order, are you coming?
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that's for Spider Dog there. All right, Spider Dog, where are you at? Have you seen Spider Dog?
Would you call me?
Not you. Have you seen Spider Dog?
No.
Oh, okay.
The movie?
No, it's the guy I'm supposed to meet here.
Oh.
But you're not Spider Dog, right?
No.
Okay, all right. Oh, damn! Snap! Dead bitch, going to hell, Oathbreaker. That's where you belong, Ashley Babbitt. In hell. Burn, bitch, burn. Whew, that was exciting every time. I get aroused. Okay, But he seemed to really be affected by this.
Yay.
Live from the Web House, it's the Spider Dog Show!
Hey everybody, how's it going? Wow, indeed, eh? I added a couple clips to that little beginning. Some funny little clips. Hey, who's in here? Vegas Vips, eh? How's it going? We got Keeping. Nice to see ya. Yeah, old men can't remember much. It's kind of funny. It's a little bit funny. Chris, hey, how's it going? Jeff's out on a bike ride. I hope you're having a good bike ride. My partner in crime, ugly old broads here. Muckster, I'm stealing his time slot. I'm sorry. I didn't think about you. I'll think about you next time. And Jenny's here. Well, I hope you're all having a good day. I just wanted to do this little impromptu stream. Yeah, those little clips in the thing there, Finkel. It seems like people forget things. Sometimes there's jokes. Sometimes there's not jokes. I noticed Finkel and Todd were streaming over on Todd's channel, doing the January 6th thing. I don't know. They're having another march for themselves or something. And I thought I'd play that little clip of the way Finkel felt about Ashley Babbitt. I guess he's entitled to his opinion. Pretty fucked up. But he likes to accuse other people of things and sort of take things out of context or just ignore context. And I just want him to remember that things are out there. So if that's the way we're going to play things, okay. Hey, hello, everybody. What do I got for you? I don't know. I just wanted to mess around a bit. How's everybody's day going? Good, I hope. Mine's going good. I was out there cutting up cardboard boxes, all the Christmas cardboard boxes, with a brand new blade in my box cutter. And of course, I hit my hand a couple times. And they just keep bleeding when you do that. It sucks, but they're fine now. But anyway. You went over there, but it's members only, really, eh? Oh. He doesn't want the riffraff in there, I guess. Home with the flu. That sucks. Hope you're feeling better soon. Todd analyzing J6 again. Yeah, another big time. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw today's. Wild, but I guess there's a lot to analyze. I don't know. January 6th stuff, none of my business. I'm Canadian. It's your guys' stuff. I find it all ridiculous. I don't know. I have my views on it. I'm not going to get into it. Twinkle's going to learn the hard way. The toddler's there for his money. Well, I mean, I don't know. They seem like they're getting along. They seem like they're buds. For the time being. How long that lasts, who knows with Todd, right? Who knows with Todd? I do have some Todd videos. I've got a bunch of stuff. So Todd, after I did my stream, which was like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, it was like right after Christmas. Him and Finkel did a stream in the morning to cover half of it, and then later on that night, him and Mimsy did a stream, and they saw the dick bag half when dick bag was up, and so there's a bunch of clips that I got. Obviously, I'm not going over all of them or through a lot of them today. I know dick bag said he wanted to maybe do another stream, and I thought we'd maybe go over some of the stuff because some of it's hilarious. I don't know. I find it funny the way intentions get put on you. Like Todd thinks oh my God, this guy wants to be my friend. He's obsessed with me and stuff. And it's like, am I obsessed with him? Oh, this is fun. That's all that's going on. And I don't know, it's when I said the comment, I don't want to sit down and break bread with Todd. I have no intention of wanting to have a conversation with him. He's like, oh my God, does this guy want to be my friend? And whatever. And it's like, no, that was just my way of saying dude, I don't like you. It's as simple as that. It's not about trying to get your attention or whatever. And here's the other thing about getting attention. Aren't we all kind of just a little bit kind of getting attention, like trying to get a little bit of attention? I mean, who does this and doesn't want a little bit of attention? I want some people to come in and check this out. Todd wants people to come in and check it out. Everybody who does this, like, why are we doing this if we don't want a little bit of attention? But don't give it to me if you don't like it. And if you like it, give it to me. And I don't know, you watching, Todd? You gonna stream snipe me? I don't know. Maybe not. It's kind of funny. He's melting down in real time. Is he right now? I heard that there was some stuff going on. He was trying to sweep some stuff. But yeah. Dickbag has a funny channel. He does. He does. He'll have a giant meltdown when his sugar daddy dries up. I guess. That's usually the way it goes. It's usually the way it goes. I do have some funny stuff too. Hey, check this out. Check this out. That's a fellow Discord friend who fell asleep in Discord in a VC one night. I don't know if you guys know Jared Boston, but yeah, he fell asleep in Discord one night, and we made fun of him for it. You're probably like, why are you showing me this? Oh, reasons. Reasons. Yeah, he was in there all night. You guys know Mirrors. Mirrors was in there trying to wake him up, but he wouldn't wake up. Don't VC and tired. Anyways, that was dumb. Which, on the upside, at least Todd has anyone that can stand him in real life. I think Todd needs that. Hey, I mean, he actually seems like he's a little bit calmer than usual with Finkel around, like he's not as spun up. There was the difference, like when he covered me, when he was with Finkel in the morning versus when he was with Mimsy at night, completely different. But he was also at night when he was watching Mimsy, he was watching Dickbag and Dickbag kept saying stuff that was like just getting him going. So, I mean, I guess the content was a little different, but yeah. Going over there. Come on, man. Have fun. Todd had a premonition and warned everybody about January 6th. I know, right? Yeah. Sure. Hey, Alan, how's it going? So what do I got here? I got, he was talking conspiracies when I tuned in earlier. Conspiracies about people on YouTube and things like that. We kind of making mention of it. And I've got some clips from when he was covering me and some things he said, and they're kind of interesting. Hey, Freeman, how's it going? We're losering over here. Still getting used to putting this up. Oh, here we go.
Let's have a conversation.
Okay, this first one was about me. This is his conspiracy as to why I did my stream. Check this out.
Let's have a conversation. I don't really recognize who sent me that information, but I would probably hazard a guess. It was probably one of Angel Gamer's many YouTube or email accounts or something.
So what he's talking about here is who sent him the information about me. And he thinks it might be Angel Gamer. Now, what's funny about that is I actually know who sent him the information. It's a person on Discord who I'm not going to mention, who's kind of a shithead. And was looking to mess with me. And I really don't care that he sent Todd my information, but It's just funny, this little conspiracy he's got going on. But let's just listen a little bit more.
To guess, it was probably one of Angel Gamer's many YouTube or email accounts or something. I'm not sure exactly who sent it to me, but I firmly believe, because, well, I mean, the next day Spider Dog goes live, his first live stream. So see, I don't believe in coincidences, or it might even been the same day. So it's like, oh, let's get Spider Dog on his radar. Let's send him this information. Let's get him talking about me, and then I'm going to go live. It's like a PR thing. So it's probably somebody within Spider Dog's camp. This is what I say when I say your heads are so bald.
My camp, my Spider Dog's camp. Are you guys in my camp? Mimsy is interesting. He should have chosen Mimic as a screen name instead. Yeah, he's just a yes man, full on. Let's just finish this clip.
Like, read your minds.
I have a hard time with the mind reading. A long time ago, I challenged a chatter called Spider Dog to come up on my panel of Muckster, and someone did who authenticated to Spider Dog. So I'm assuming it was the same person as the chatter.
Yeah, it wasn't.
He was darkened. I couldn't really. I mean, he was cammed up, but it was dark, and he seemed like he was disguising his voice. And he claimed to be from in Canada, but actually from somewhere else. I can't remember where else. And when we opined on that, the next day, Hill Pirate Studios laughed. Oh, he thinks he's from Canada. Oh, he thinks he's from where? I'm like, I'm just going off what the guy told us. I have no friggin' clue.
Yeah,
let's have a conversation.
That wasn't me. I know who it was, but it wasn't me. And anyways, that's besides the point. I just find it funny that Todd thinks that Angel Gamer is sending information to him about me, and it's all this little plan. It's that's wild. It's completely wild, because he's got lots of these, like this.
Possible. I really, at the end of the day, don't give a fuck about you, and probably wouldn't have known about you had some people not even sent me shit trying to get my reaction. Matter of fact, I think Killa was one of the people that kept sending me your little clips. So some things are starting to add up a little bit here, you know?
Something. Killa. I'm pretty positive Killa is not sending him stuff about me because we're in cahoots, because I don't talk to Killa unless he's in a chat or something like that. It's wild that he has these like little conspiracy theories about everything. Here goes Grandpa. Yeah. Todd thinks Finkel and that Mimsy are so smart. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say to that. They probably are smarter than him in some ways. He's nuts with this conspiracy stuff. By the way, there's no such thing as a front mount. Oh, good to know. Yeah, exactly, right? I have some clips on that as well, which is kind of funny. But here's one more conspiracy thing.
Timing of G2's reappearance kind of interesting. Because, you know, he kind of disappeared right before Charlie Kirk, and he kind of came back shortly after the Charlie Kirk stuff kind of died down. And, well, we do know that he does like to accuse me of blood libel. He thinks that I'm a raging anti-Semite. And I guess that's kind of what Kirk was being accused of. And, we do know that G2 has bragged about being, he had served Israel in the IDF at one point in time of his career. That's
really?
That's a legit story. He says he has 3 different passports. One is Israel, one is the United States, and I'm guessing maybe the other one's Germany, maybe? I don't know. But, it's all pretty fascinating to me. And, he just kind of like reappears after Charlie Kirk stuff kind of, the dust settles. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that, the timing is interesting.
He's not saying anything, but he's saying it all. Like, what are you? Oh, the paranoia is insane. What the fuck is Todd talking about? Right? Well, G2, I guess, is some Mossad agent or something like that. I mean, we know that he sent a flower guy to his house to assassinate him as well. So I don't know. my point is, this was all just in the day that he was coming, like reviewing my thing, and it's just conspiracy after conspiracy. It's wild. Hey, how's it going, Wyatt? Hey, for public safety, how's it going? So I'm gonna pull up some other stuff here, and while I do that,
Oh yeah, look, I am already. All right, there's Spider Dog. Hey, Fago. Bye. See you later, loser. Bye. I couldn't see you on my main account because I blocked your retarded ass because I don't want to see your stupid memes because they're stupid. You're fucking retarded. Bye. Bye.
Okay. All right. Bye. Oof. Oof. Bye. Jesus. Bye. Bye. What did I say? Bye. Bye. Who cares if I said it that way, right? Bye. What am I doing? That's bye. That's the tone that I enter, the energy of the conversation, no matter what I'm talking about. And bye. 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 Ugh.
Bye.
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 Bye. Interesting, right? I keep getting called and labeled things that
Well, I screwed that up. That wasn't even done.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Because I don't want to see your stupid memes. Because they're stupid. You're fucking retarded.
Yeah. Bye. Sorry, I thought that was funny. Let me just pull something else up here quick. Okay. What's going on in chat here? Sorry. They are morons. Yeah, they are. Okay. I want to address this right here.
Interesting, right? I keep getting called and labeled things that frankly are slanderous. So keep smiling with your fucking stupid retarded looking gob, Ryan. And when a letter comes in the mail someday, maybe not. I don't know. I might have my eye on some guitars hanging up on some walls.
Yeah, Todd. Okay. He does this all the time, right? He tries to play this intimidation thing because he believes he has this freedom of speech, which he does. He has freedom of speech, don't we all, right? But freedom of speech isn't freedom of criticism. Now, slander and libel, like if you know anything about the law, like if I was to say, yeah, Todd's a racist piece of shit, I think he's in the KKK, and he lynches minorities on the weekend. Well, he could come after me for that. I can't say that. It's not true. It's a lie. I have no proof of that. And I wouldn't say that I wouldn't say that because it's just not true. But if I call him a racist piece of shit, that's my opinion based off of all the racist piece of shit stuff I've seen him say over the last year and a half. So yeah, Todd, you can come for my guitars if you want. In your world, if that were even possible, I would burn all these guitars before they ever got in your hands. But anyway, we all know that that's not happening. Slander and libel aren't things that we don't like to hear. That's just criticism. And I happen to have hours of stuff. Todd saying all kinds of racist and anti-Semitic stuff. So, yeah. Let me just pull another video up here. How about we go with this one first?
The white dude in the back of the head, right? But you got to watch out for white people because they're super dangerous, right? I mean, isn't that the narrative? And when I keep pointing out that as a white man, I'm 40 times more likely to be attacked by a black man than the opposite. Not 40%, 40 times, a magnitude of 40. So knock off with this bullshit narrative that black people are scared of white people in America. No.
You know, stuff like that. How many times has he said stuff like that? Many times. One thing retard can never do is label me subversive. I told the piece of shit he's an anti-Semite, homophobic, racist motherfucker right out in the open, out of the gate. Yeah, I've been saying it since day one as well. I've been around this shit my whole life. It's not hard to pick out the fact that what he is. I don't care. Like I heard Finkel say, "Oh, he was a rather black person when I was there. We were getting along," and GS was like, "Yeah, the black person loved me," or some shit like that. That's the equivalent of, "Well, I have a black friend, so I can't be racist." It's like, yeah, no, you can. You absolutely can, and you are all the time.
It's like this huge chip on their. They think they can get away with that shit, dude. And they don't. They are getting away with it. All right.
GS turns out to not be a bad guy. He's a pretty decent guy.
Black power. Black power.
Oh, GS.
Yeah, black supremacy.
He's a pretty decent guy.
It's gonna be. I think I'm gonna do like a video. I'm gonna make a video. It's called "Why Do Black Women Ruin Everything?" And of course, I'm generalizing. Not all, but most.
GS turns out to not be a bad guy. He's a pretty decent guy.
Make oak trees great again. You know what I'm saying?
Make oak trees great again. What is that, Finkel?
He's a pretty decent guy.
It's funny how these urban types, they don't police their own streets at all. You ever notice that? They don't even ever seem to police their own streets. They bitch about the white cops that come in from other neighborhoods in order to help fucking bring law and order to their communities. They call those cops racist, this, that, and the other thing. Yet, where's all the fucking black cops in these inner city neighborhoods? Why aren't they policing their own fucking piece of shit fucking communities?
Why not?
That's what I want to know. Why the fuck aren't they policing their own fucking trap houses? No, but they get a bunch of white people that come in because white people seem to have a higher calling to want to see law and order and less argy-bargy. When did it become white people's responsibility to fucking clean up your fucking trashy ass fucking neighborhood?
And to do great bodily harm and 2 counts of felony firearm.
Yeah, I mean, it has nothing to do with systemic racism in the system, right?
GS turns out to not be a bad guy. He's a pretty decent guy.
And you could also say back the black until you get attacked. Well, I can't say that because that would be the truth.
Go and all right, Brownie.
40 times more likely. 40 times more likely than the opposite. But we pretend to, we don't really hear those stats, guys. Those stats don't matter. Come on. Don't get bogged down with little silly things like stats and things and such.
He's a pretty decent guy.
Yeah, it's a lot of real tough guys. You know, there's a lot of posturing. You know, they think they can intimidate you because, I'm scared of darkies. No, I'm not scared of darkies, you fucking muppet.
Gius turns out to not be a bad guy. He's a pretty decent guy.
We actually called them Canadians when I was in the Army. We didn't call them ninjas or the N-words. We just call them Canadians.
Yeah, you know.
That was our colloquial word for them. Look at those Canadians.
He's a pretty decent guy.
Why is everywhere a fucking Waffle House for these ladies, man? Like, they'll get out in the middle of the highway and start twerking. Literally stop traffic, get out and start twerking. Like, have you seen that video? Everything's a Waffle House. Like, they ruin everything. Even the halls of fucking Congress. They can't conduct themselves like fucking, like, upright citizens, man. What the fuck is going on with these people? Like, just act right.
Gius turns out to not be a bad guy. He's a pretty decent guy.
If I'm 40 times more likely to get socked in the mouth by a black dude, and I can show you 99 unique videos of black people beating the brakes off of white people, to every one unique video of the opposite being true, you'd still stick to that narrative, wouldn't you? Because you're one of those fucking freedom fighters that's going to literally make yourself become extinct because you want to virtue signal your way all the way to the grave.
He's a pretty decent guy.
Yeah, apparently England's not for the English anymore. Scotland's not for the Scottish anymore. Yeah. Ireland's not for the Irish anymore. Apparently, it's for everyone but you. Fuck off, Whitey. You're no longer needed on the world. It doesn't matter that white people, or what they like to call white people, are 8% of the global population, which would make them a minority, my friends. But I thought minorities deserved, protected status or stati. Nope. Not if you're white. Fuck you, Whitey. Get to the back of the bus. Your kind's not welcome around here. Here's your drinking fountain. Here's where you get to pick up your food under Jim Crow. People don't realize it, man.
Gius turns out to not be a bad guy. He's a pretty decent guy.
But what are you doing, dude? How dare you? How dare you speak up for a people not wanting to see a people be genocided? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are not wanting to allow your people to be genocided? What makes you think you have any kind of a right to even exist? Right? I mean, it's the weirdest thing.
He's a pretty decent guy.
They earned their way. That's 500 years they've been in that area. They're every much a bit of Africanized and Africans as the black Africans are. But suddenly, once there's something worth taking, suddenly now they want the land back. Once they've made the land arable, and farmable, suddenly now it's really super important for them to get their land back.
Gius turns out to not be a bad guy. He's a pretty decent guy.
You run up on the scene and you don't know what led to it. And keep this in mind too, if a white guy is beating up a black guy, you know something must have actually happened, because white guys today are more hesitant than ever.
They say you can tell who thinks they have power.
Geez, StreamYards, I got to get used to that. I download something and then it just like jumps straight to that thing.
Black person because of perceived racism.
Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
you really crossed a line if you see a white guy really pounding someone on the ground. Because white guys now are not trying to be in fights and be Daniel Penny and Derek Chauvin. Yeah.
Facts.
He's a pretty decent guy.
Hey, Jeff. What's up, everybody? Bike ride. So back to lurking and existing in the shadows. Retard told Shadow, get the fuck away from me, because Shadow was trying to soothe him and calm him down. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Is Finkel not there anymore? Is he starting to lose his shit? So yeah, Todd. you're racist. I'm not the only person that thinks that. And you prove it every time you open your fucking pie hole on subjects like this. I think I have oh yeah, this.
Yeah, you're a fucking racist.
See? Markster even agrees.
Yeah, you're a fucking racist.
Mm-hmm. Hey, MBK. How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I hope Jeff streams tonight too. It's been an exciting day. Finkel had quite the stream earlier today. Lots of history revisionism from what I saw. I only saw like the last 15 minutes of it, 15, 20 minutes of it, but wild. When I say ninja during a rap is nowhere near his Canadian. Okay. Todd has an egg hole. Yeah, I know. But you know, the anti-Semitism.
Who you're not allowed to criticize. Am I allowed to criticize? Let's say, am I allowed to criticize Jewish people? Even
wait a second.
Not the synagogue of Satan. Am I allowed to? Am I not free to express myself in America? Am I not free to exercise my First Amendment right? I'm not breaking any terms of service. Not saying anything hateful at all. But here you are running interference like a scared little suitcase packer, worried if this is going to be 110, huh? It's going to be territory 110. Is that where you're worried about, Osen? I told you, y'all dug too long. Y'all dug too deep. You woke up the Balrog, and hey, it's not my fault. You don't listen. You're stiff-necked people. According to the Bible, God says you're a stiff-necked people. Matter of fact, we're going to get into that tomorrow with circumcision, because you're no longer required to circumcise your penis. No. The rabbis just love to suck that foreskin into their mouth along with the blood and then spit it onto a dish and then have a chance to give herpes to the kid so the kid could die from, having an underdeveloped immune system. They just love sucking little tiny baby peens so much that they won't give that up, even though the Bible says it's an inward circumcision of the heart. Now, it's no longer required, the other thing. But you guys won't let go of it, right? Tradition, And usury is okay against the cattle known as the goyim, right? That's why what's happening in America is happening in America. So what happens when the cattle turn around and trample the shepherd? What happens when the cattle turn around and because they get the idea that there's some fuckery going on, and they decide to just trample the shepherd? That's what you're afraid of. You're afraid that the cattle might wake up and turn and disobey the shepherd, aren't you?
Jesus turns out to not be a bad guy. He's a pretty decent guy. Pretty decent guy.
Yeah. That's just an example. You've seen it all before. And the thing is I have a video, I don't know who's seen my videos or whatnot. I'm just trying to find it here. And I'm just looking for it. Okay, let me share the screen here. Yeah. If you remember, I did this video. If any of you have seen it, you can go look at that. And then I have a 2-part thing I did with the news guys right here. Part 1. There's a 3-parter, right? Part 1, part 2, part 3. And it pretty much goes on to show you how Todd is a white Christian nationalist. He doesn't belong to a group. He's not in any specific group. but all of his views point in that direction. And I guess the reason why I'm like just talking about all this and bringing it up and showing this is just because, yeah, I'm going to continue to call you a racist piece of shit, Todd. It's what I'm here for. So get used to it. And if you think you've got any legal recourse, I mean, go play with whatever you think you got. Just checking out the comments here. Do rabbis still do circumcisions? Yeah, they do on Jews. And yeah, Gentiles get circumcised too. I don't really want to get into that whole fucking discussion right now. Todd's views are unique, so there's that. And he wonders why 80% of his audience is there to clip his content. Exactly. I mean, I don't see what else he's there for. I mean, the only people that really watch him anymore are all ex-Wrangler folk and stuff. So, I mean, I understand why some of them are there. Go ask Daddy Fickle for some foreskin. No, I think I'll pass on that. I think I will pass on that. But you know what Todd will say to me? He'll say this.
Incel fucking gamma chair sniffing fucking male feminist ally.
Yeah, that's what Todd will call me when he sees this. Jews get a bris and Gentiles get a circumcision. Yeah, I mean, that's just what they call the ceremony for the Jew. But I mean, they're getting circumcised with some ritualistic shit in between. Heck, even some former roughnecks don't watch him. That's true. That's true. He's pushed a lot of different people away. I don't know about that. So I'm just going to look for another video here.
Wish you nothing but being blessed. I hope your channel skyrockets. I do think you have talent, Spider Dog. I think you're a very talented creator and very creative mind. But like Chris Ryder, it would be nice if you'd use your powers for good. Now, the generally specific action figure sequence that you have, absolutely love it. I want to buy one. I think it's cool as fuck and hilarious. But yeah, just try to do good with your talent, dude. God gave you some gifts, man. God definitely gave you some gifts. Now, what are you going to do with them?
I don't spend a lot of time on the videos that I make. I just kind of like throw them together and get them out, because if I don't do,
I mean, you hit inputs and the AI throws them together. Well, he ain't making shit. Fucking AI is making it first off.
Can you see the difference between the morning to the night? So in the morning.
So I wish you nothing but being blessed. I hope your channel skyrockets. I do think you have talent, Spider Dog. I think you're a very talented creator and very creative mind. But like Chris Ryder, it would be nice if you'd use your powers for good. Now, the generally specific action figure sequence that you have, absolutely love it. I want to buy one. I think it's cool as fuck and hilarious. But yeah.
Are things echoing? I forgot to put on my AirPods.
Yeah, just try to do good with your talent, dude. God gave you some gifts, man. God definitely gave you some gifts. Now, what are you going to do with them?
I don't. Now, what am I going to do with them? Be good with them. So his idea of me being good with my talents is like what? Not doing content about him. Because I think pointing out that he's a racist piece of shit in a lot of my videos is doing good things. So, and I don't think God has anything to do with it, but here's the transition to the nighttime, right? Spend a lot of time on the videos that I make. I just kind of like throw them together and get them out, because if I don't do,
I mean, you hit inputs in the AI.
oh, I'm muted. Crap. Am I? No, it doesn't. Muted. Am I really muted? No. Jimbo. I'm not muted.
It throws them together. Well, he ain't making
that-
shit. Fucking AI is making it first off.
AI is making it first off. One of the things I plan on doing, I don't know when, sometime soon, is I want to show you guys kind of how I do some of the AI stuff. Show you just my process and how I do it. Because people think that you just kind of type in like, oh, I want this as a video, and it just like makes a video for you. And that's not what it is. You got to make clips and you got to edit it. And I thought it would actually be really cool to just show you how I've done some of the things I've done, and it would like show you how easy it is actually, like using like programs like CapCut. And you can do this stuff yourself if you sit down, take the time. Like, I have a history when I was like in high school. My last couple years in high school, we had a whole big like we had a whole new school built, and it had like a studio in it and all that stuff. So that's where I learned how to edit and things. But this was a long time ago on like really old editing machines. Nowadays with programs and I mean, just a simple program like CapCut. I mean, kids are using that for their TikTok videos. It's so easy, and you can do things that now that 30 years ago would have taken me like weeks to do. So, you love CapCut? Yeah, totally. It's an unbelievable little program. Don and Dee's videos had to be time consuming. They're not really that time consuming. I mean, it takes a little bit of time, but I mean, I use the AI. It creates the clips for me. I use like I'll use 11 Labs or something like that to do like the voices, create the clips, and then you just edit them together. I mean, you have to have a little bit of practice and experience in doing some of it, but just for like if somebody wants to just like take some clips that they've got or some videos that they got and just edit them and then do this, like just throw them on a live stream or just throw them on your channel. It's really easy. And so I kind of want to do that. I want to show you guys how I do it and show you how you can do it yourself. Not today, but another time. But yeah, Todd's idea that it's like, I hear it all the time. People like go like, "You're making this AI stuff, big deal. It's so easy." And it's like saying like, to somebody who films does wedding videos for people and goes like, "Oh, well, you just use a camera. The camera does it." It's like it takes more than just going to AI and saying like, "Give me this," But anyways. I thought that was funny. Just the morning to night difference. Hey, Linda, how's it going? 2026 is the year of mean oblivion, Todd. Yeah, probably. We're all waiting. CapCut, yeah, do you use it? It's pretty good. It blows me away, actually. It's a pretty neat little just how quick you can sort of get things done. Like, it's pretty good. I mean, if I had like, the whole Adobe series, like, with Photoshop and all that stuff, I could use it, but I don't have it and I don't really feel like paying for it right now. And I don't know, I get things done. I kind of do things like with duct tape in the digital world. I use like a little bit of Chat GPT, and then I use CapCut, and I use Hedra for a lot of my AI animation stuff. And yeah, I'll show you like how you can I take like just a couple shots and like depending on how you edit them, you can do really fun things, you know. Let me see if I can I'll pull up something here. Just 1 second. It was something I was working on to kind of do exactly what I'm talking about. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. I guess I'll show you this. Kind of cool. Okay, this was a picture I made, like I drew. I was working on a sort of comic book years ago, and I never finished it. This was like a spaceship that I drew, and you'll see here. I put it into AI, and this is what I did to it. I told it to make it, give it a realistic sort of look, and so this is what it gave me, right? And then you can see the differences right here. And then I had these characters, these like weird bird characters. They're kind of like something out of like the Dark Crystal or something like that. And that's what I did with AI. Turned it into that. You can see the sort of difference. And so then there was this, just a drawing, a sketch, and I got that out of it, So, I'm using my artwork to get these things. So it's not like I'm just getting AI to do everything. I'm putting in like, the image of what I'm trying to get. And it, does this. Now, for me to sit down and do, a painting or, that digital painting like this, it would take forever. And it's like, I'm okay, but obviously AI shortens the time on on being able to do stuff like this. You can see the difference here. So what I did was I took a bunch of different pictures I had done, and I put them into AI and I animated them. And so what you can see here is there's like 9 different animated pieces. And out of these 9 animated pieces, I'll show you what I did. Let me move this here. Okay, so let me just show you. Okay, here we go. 1 second, let me just rewind it a little bit. Okay, using those 9 animated pieces and, some editing techniques and CapCut. I did all of this in CapCut. Here we go. So yeah, I was just messing around with that, like, because I wanted to see what I could do with my old art. And like I said, like, these 9 shots right here. Everything that you see right in these little boxes, everything that was in that video was just made with these things. Just flipping different shots and like, doing close-ups in different areas and stuff like that. I was able to, do all that. You want to watch it one more time? It's kind of cool. I like it. It's unbelievable what you can do nowadays. Like, so yeah, that's what I do. Oh my God. Jimbo? It's just here. Here what? Yeah, we all knew that, man. We all knew that. Come on. Come on, nothing new there. Cool. I hope you like that. It's kind of neat. I'll show you more stuff like that in the future. If you, I don't know, if you think it's cool. What I want to do is actually sit down and show you how I'm doing it. Like, I'll just show you in real time. I'll like edit some stuff together, and I don't know if it makes anybody, inspires anybody or something like that. Cool. One of the things I kind of want to do as well is talk about art, get people up here perhaps that have different things they're working on. It doesn't have to be YouTube stuff, just art in general. Like if you're an artist, or I don't think Angel Gamer's around, but I'd love to get her up and talk to her about her doing her like her jewelry, her necklace stuff, and just promote it. Anybody else, you can send me an email. You can bring it up in here if you want to come up and talk about your art. If you have something that you do, wood carving, I don't know, anything, just anything that you enjoy doing that's like, art based. Maybe you don't sell it, but just want to like show it and that kind of stuff. Like, come on up, let me know. I'll bring it up. I'll have a special episode just for it at some point. I also want to get Dickbag up here to talk about AI, because it's, I think, a really important subject that's not really getting discussed amongst people in these communities and stuff. And it's it's a tool that's taking over in good ways and in bad ways. And I want to have discussions about that, because there's people who have ethical concerns about it taking away artists' ability to, for work and stuff like that. And which I totally get. I have a buddy who's a graphic designer. He works for a gaming company, not video games, but like tabletop games, like actual, board games, like Monopoly, not Monopoly, but like those types of board games. And he does artwork for all of that stuff. And in the last couple of years, companies have been sort of scaling back the amount of art that they're getting them to do. They'll be like, well, we'll get you to do these pieces, but we're going to use AI for this. And it's taking away jobs basically. And that sucks for people in those industries, right? But then the other side of it is it's a tool, and it's like, I see it as a way for people to express themselves if they want, in ways that they would never be able to do in the past, just because they maybe don't have the artistic talent or whatever it is. But you could still tell stories. You can still do really neat things, you know. If I was going to do some huge project of some sort, I would get actual artists and stuff to do it. But I don't know, just playing around, doing some of this YouTube stuff, it's fun, it's convenient, and it's a neat tool to play with. I don't know how any of you feel about it, but yeah, it's a conversation I want to have. And I know Dickbag likes to talk about it, so we've talked about it before. So, hey, there's Dickbag there. Got to get back to work. Yeah, I want to get you up here and have a conversation about AI at some point. I think it would be a good conversation to have. I know we're both kind of messing around with it here and there. So get back to work, man. Don't be watching YouTube. Well, I think that's probably going to be it for me. I just wanted to bitch about Todd a bit. You know, make that point to Finkel if he sees this. You might go live later. I should join. Yeah, totally. I mean, I'd be up for it if you do. I'd love to join. I'll just send me a Discord, something like that. I'll be around. And yeah, just wanted to bitch about Todd and Finkel a little bit and, you know, show you some stuff. So I think I'm going to call it. Thanks for stopping by. 22 people in here, eh? This is awesome for an impromptu little thing. And I am parched. I'm not used to this. Okay, I hope I didn't bore you too much. Everybody have a good day. Maybe I'll see you guys later on Dick Bags. And if not, maybe I'll see you in Jeff's stream if he streams. And yeah, everybody have a great day, a great evening, wherever you are. Talk to you later.